Hey guys, so it looks like I'm live. I've only been live and just go live while I work and just see if anybody comes on and chat. And I was going to talk about a few things. Um, let's see. I'm trying to get my orders pulled up because I need to get them printed out. But I was going to talk about what I've been up to, and what I've been up to is I've been taking a lot of time off lately. I have been working some, but not like I normally do. But I've taken a lot of time off just to focus more on Christmas and do some of the things that, that we all have to do when the holidays come around. So I've been focusing on, Christmas shopping and decorating some. I did finally get my Christmas tree up, and it's in my living room right now. It's a small 4-foot tree, and it doesn't have anything but a bow at the top. There's no lights and there's no ornaments on it right now, but so I've got to get to the store to get some white Christmas lights to put on it, because Christmas is just a few days away, so I've got to get that taken care of. But that's mostly what I've been up to. I was going to talk about eBay. For me, eBay is not where I get most of my sales. Now, it used to be, but now it's not, and there's a reason for that. This time last year, I had did some Christmas shirts. They were customized Christmas shirts for families, and I had a lady that ordered. Actually, there was probably like a couple of people, and they ordered like a lot of shirts for their family, and they ordered it just like a few days before Christmas. And these shirts have to be produced, and I knew, hey Gina and Land Sharp Picker, hi, good morning. But I knew that these shirts would never make it to them at Christmas time. And so I went in, and I didn't know at the time that this would hurt my ratings on eBay. But I went in and I canceled the orders. And instead of doing it by cancel by request of buyer or whatever, I went in and I just canceled it, saying that I was out of stock. And I ended up having like 12 defects on my account. So it knocked me down for a little while. It knocked me down to below standard seller on eBay. And once that happened, like, my sales tanked on eBay. But then, some time went by, and I was able to get it back up to above standard seller. But for the past year, I haven't been top rated on eBay. And so that has really affected my sales on eBay. And if you guys ever have to cancel an order, don't, if you have something happens, because sometimes things happen on eBay and you end up selling something, especially if you have a lot of inventory. You end up selling stuff, and then you end up realizing you don't have it. Some kind of way it got relisted, right? So what I do now is, if that ever happens, I send the buyer a message, and I apologize to them, and I say, I'm so sorry that I sold this item previously and somehow it got relisted, and I was really sorry for the mistake. And I usually offer them anything in my store that they want, that's a reasonable price comparable to what they purchased. I tell them they can have a choice of anything they want, or if they're not happy with that, I would be happy to cancel the order for them. And a lot of times they're usually ordering a specific item, like a specific brand of jean or something like that they want. So 9 times out of 10, they tell me, no, I don't want anything. Just, it's fine. Just go ahead and cancel it. So you're actually getting the buyer's permission to cancel. So then I go in and I do a cancel by buyer's request now to avoid getting those defects. So just be sure you guys do that. I wish I would have knew at the time how that would have affected my ratings. So right now, we still get sales on eBay, but they're nothing like they used to be. I mean, we used to do we were doing like 4,000 a month on eBay at one time before that happened. And now we're doing like anywhere from 800 to 1,200 on eBay, which, I know for some people that's probably still okay, but compared to what we were doing, it really hurt us. So right now, once that happened, I found out about Poshmark, and so I just really invested my time more into Poshmark. And oh, yeah, I see you guys are saying that you guys did that too before. Yeah. Yeah, that's the best way to do it, because it will really hurt you. If your rating goes down, it really hurts you in search results. Um, but so I've just been investing my time more in Poshmark now, and that's where we get the majority of our sales. And I know that's opposite for most people. Most people get their sales on eBay, but I'm really excited because that happened around this time last year. And I think those ratings stay on your account for like a year. So I'm thinking that those are getting ready to drop off of our account. And I'm hoping that we'll get back up to top rated seller, hopefully next month. And the sales will pick up on eBay. And then I'm going to start focusing more on eBay. Hi guys. Hey, The Truth. New to you, Flipper. Hi. Thanks for coming in this morning. I'm just talking this morning about what's been going on with me and my plans for next year and what I've been up to. But yeah, so I'm focusing more on Poshmark, but Poshmark is so much work, and my husband, he works right now Monday through Thursday on a regular job, and he helps me on Fridays with my Poshmark because we're doing wholesale now on Poshmark also. So he's been helping me, he helps share a lot of the items at nighttime, and he helps me with inventory on Friday. He helps me throughout the weekend. He follows a lot of people and he shares. But he was saying the other day, he was like, I don't know if Poshmark is worth all this work, and I kind of agree. It's really it takes all of our time. I mean, we do get a good bit of sales on Poshmark though, but the amount of work that we have to put in sharing and following, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I see. New to you, Flipper. You're talking about Mercari. That's something else I was going to talk about. I think Mercari is really stepping up now. I have been seeing a few sales on Mercari lately, and I wasn't getting any before, but I really wasn't focused on it. But lately, I have been trying to get my assistant to list items on Mercari, but there was a limit that we had because we hadn't sold that much. I don't know what the limit was. I just know he sent me a message and said he had reached the limit and he couldn't list anymore, but he got everything that he could list up. And I've been getting some sales lately, and now they have that new feature on Mercari where you can, you can hit promote your items, and you can send an offer, you can decrease the price to everybody, or you can send offers now to people that like your items. So they're doing just like Poshmark. And since they started that, I've seen a lot more activity, and I've been getting a few more sales. So Mercari is looking pretty good to me. And I like the fact that Mercari only charges 10% versus Poshmark, they charge the 20%. And with Mercari, you don't have to do all that sharing and following. So I'm going to look more into that, especially for this coming up year, trying to get more into Mercari. I love Poshmark, and I think what I'm thinking about doing is I don't know what to do. I mean, we have 3 accounts on Poshmark. With my husband's got his own account, which is where we have the thrifted items. Okay. And then we have our boutique, which is my account. But then we have a wholesale account on Poshmark under the wholesale portal. And managing those 3 accounts is so hard. You have to share all 3. You have to follow in all 3. So I don't know. I got to figure out what's going to be best for us time wise. Poshmark is taking up so much of our time, but you know, right now it's where we're getting our sales, so we have to do that. And the wholesale is going pretty good. That's pretty, you know, we get sales in all three accounts, you know, but I don't know. We've got to kind of focus on what's going to be the best for us. So yeah, I'm planning to focus more on Mercari in 2019. And I really want to focus more on YouTube in 2019 because, um, you know, right now I just haven't been having the time to get on YouTube that much. Every now and then I'll post a video. I've went live. This is only my second time going live. But I want to really focus more on my YouTube channel and just, you know, I'm going to focus on eBay, Mercari, YouTube. That's where the focus is going to be for 2019. So we're getting ready to have a Christmas party, which is one reason why I've been taking a lot of time off lately. We have an annual Christmas party here at our house every year. And so I've been focused on trying to get some decorations up and trying to plan a little bit for the party. And I was wondering if you guys have any like Christmas games. Like, do you guys do family parties, and do you guys have any ideas for Christmas games? So what we usually do, we have several games we do, but this year we're kind of cutting it down this year, but just because I've been so busy and haven't been able to plan as much as I usually do. But yeah, Gina, I do Amazon. That's actually another thing I'm gonna focus more on in 2019. That was on my list. I forgot to say that. We do Amazon, but you know, it's been hard. Like with Amazon, we sell clothing mostly, right? We do a few hard goods and all that too. But with the Amazon thing, you have to go in, you have to put the UPCs in and all that. So for us to list on Amazon, it's a little bit harder. Now, when we have something that has a barcode, it's like super easy to list it on Amazon because you scan it and then just, you know, you list it in. But with the clothing, I don't know if any of you guys, do any of you sell clothing on Amazon? Because for us, you know, the pictures have to have the pure white background. And it seems like Amazon will like detect anything wrong with the picture where the background is not pure white. So, but I figured out a way to do that. I use Pixelmatic app, and I just go in and I cut the image out, and then I put it, I cut it and paste it onto a white background, and that's working great for us. And then I have to go in and I resize the image. It has to be 1,000, you know, whatever it is. It has to be 1,000 though for the size. So I do that, and since I figured out the whole picture thing, how to get that right, it's made it easier to list on Amazon now. So we have been throwing up a few more items as far as our clothing on Amazon. Okay. Yeah, Landshark Picker. I was just in a group. Yeah, I was in a group yesterday reading some of the stuff about people. It was an Amazon selling group, and somebody was talking about a big mistake that they had made sending something into Amazon. And, you know, they were talking about people when they start selling on Amazon, they really need to do, I think they called it Seller University or something like that. So, I haven't did FBA though, and that is one thing that I'm really wanting to get started in is FBA, but I'm a little bit scared because I don't know the rules yet. I need to research it and learn more about FBA. I know that's like the thing to do. Oh, okay, Gina. Yeah, Gina's saying she does Seller University now. Okay, I've got to do that, because my husband is working a 9-to-5 right now, but he's getting ready to quit this coming up year. And what I told him is that I want him to be the one that focuses on doing FBA. So we've really got to figure out this stuff, because I don't want to mess it up. You know, I don't want to do anything and get kicked off or anything. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. He's Landshark Picker saying you have to identify the condition of your item. Yeah, me too, Gina. To me, you know, Amazon is just a little bit scary because they're the big dogs, right? So you don't want to, once you get started in it, you don't want to do anything to like mess up or, you know, mess your account up like I did with eBay. But yeah, I'm looking forward to 2019 because we have a lot of plans with stuff like that are coming up. I'm doing the FBA with Amazon. And also, I want to focus more on my merch. I did get my first royalty paid out on merch. I sold my first shirt. But, you know, it's something that I was super excited about doing. But then once I created like 10 designs, right? But it's just one of those things, extra things that have been added on to our business that I hadn't been able to really focus on. Like, I think right now I probably still have like Thanksgiving and Halloween shirts up on my merch. And I didn't really do Christmas shirts. So, yeah, Landshark Picker, I saw that. I got an email yesterday from them saying that the fees were going to change, but I didn't get a chance to click on the email and read it yet. Oh, okay, that's good then. So you can have your stuff sit in Amazon for 12 months before you incur the fees. Right now they charge it 6 months, is that right? I'm from Georgia. Like, I don't know if you can see, I got on my Georgia Bulldogs hoodie. Okay, that would be really good then if they're changing it to that, to only pay it like after 12 months instead of 6. Okay, so you're one state over then. Yeah. Yeah. Swift Seller, FBA is more fees. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But you know, they say that that's the way to do it, to send it into FBA and that the stuff sells faster. Now, have you guys ever did the fulfilled by seller as far as Prime? Because I had got an email from Amazon asking me to join, and they're always saying like, take your hottest items and do seller fulfilled Prime on them, right? Which would be, you know, you're shipping your items out to the customer, not Amazon, but you're in the Prime, you got them listed for Prime. So you would have to meet like a strict deadline on shipping your order out. Which, you know, when I shop on Amazon, because I have Amazon Prime, I always find items that are Prime so I could get them fast. So that's the way I like to shop. So I feel like if I did that, sales seems like you have to really be dedicated to Amazon. Like, you have to be here, you know, at your work area and ready to ship out every single morning. Like, you couldn't do anything. Like, if you get an order, you got to ship it by a certain deadline. So, and I went on an Amazon selling group and I was asking for advice from some of the people that do that. And I just will not do that, but they're big Amazon sellers. And I was asking them about it and I was telling them my concerns. And they said that's the exact reason that, you know, they don't do it, is because of the strict deadlines that you have to meet. Swift Seller. So what do you do? Do you do Amazon? Do you do the seller fulfilled Prime? Yeah. Yeah, that's true about the returns. Oh, you do FBA. Yeah. Okay. Do you ship any items yourself from Amazon, or do you only do FBA? But yeah, you know, but the thing is, even with eBay, like, there's really no returns on eBay. I mean, no such thing as no returns, because if a buyer puts in that the item is not as described or whatever, eBay's going to accept that return. So, oh, okay. You do FBA and eBay. Okay. What kind of items do you sell? Do you sell any clothing, or do you just sell like hard goods? Let's see. Okay, Landshark Picker saying, I like the bulk shipped to Amazon. Wait and get paid. Hard to compete with FBA, in my opinion. Okay, yeah, that's what I've kind of like have gathered from my research. That it seems like FBA is just the way to go. Okay. Yeah, I've got free returns turned on eBay also, because I just figured, well, a buyer's going to be able to return it regardless, right? But what I had started doing was, when they were encouraging free returns, like I turned that on, but I also have free returns. I mean, not free returns, but I had free shipping on also, right? So what I was finding was happening at that time was it seemed like people were buying, like, let's say I had a dress in different sizes. It seemed like they would go in and they would buy, like, let's say they would buy the small, medium, and possibly the large. And I would send that to them. And it seemed like they were ordering everything just to make sure they got the right fit. And then they would send back what didn't fit them. So that was causing me shipping fees. So what I did was I started back charging shipping on eBay. So that way, you know, if a buyer does return an item, I'm only out of the shipping one time and not twice. But, you know, I haven't been experiencing that lately with the returns. People aren't buying multiple items and then returning what they want. Actually, I have gotten very few returns on eBay now. Yeah. Yeah, you just mark your price up to cover the returns. Yeah. Do you do free shipping, Swift Seller? But that's what I have found has been working for me, is just to accept free returns and just charge shipping. Now, some people I know are like totally against doing free returns. Like, they're like, no way am I ever going to do free returns. And I understand that. You know, and the reason that I decided to do it is because after we got, you know, marked down on our eBay account to just above standard seller, I decided, you know, to try everything I could extra to try to boost us up in search. Um, so that's really one of the reasons why I turned on free returns. Yeah. Yeah, the clothes are hard. Um, you know, there's a high return rate with clothes, which I haven't been getting hardly any returns. I haven't gotten a return. I can't even remember the last time I got a return on eBay, actually. But, you know, I just try to make sure I put the measurements in there to help with the fit also. And a lot of buyers, they won't buy your item if there's no measurements in there. Oh my gosh, Gina. You had 13 returns in 2 weeks? Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would have turned it off too. Yeah, and see, I didn't have that many, but I did see an increase in the returns when I had just started doing them. And then I turned them off for a while. And then I went back in after I changed my shipping and started charging shipping. I went back in and I turned them on. And I don't know, like after that, I didn't get any more returns hardly. There's been just a few, but not many at all. But then again, you know, we weren't selling as much on eBay either because of what happened. So that might have something to do with it. Because, of course, the more you sell, the more your return rate is going to probably be. But yeah, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to do the FBA. I want to get into that. Yeah. Yeah, new to you, Flipper. I agree. Um, and actually, you know, that's what I'm doing right now on the items that I can do it on. I'm doing free returns for first class. Not free returns, like some of the, well, no, that's what I was doing when I had free shipping on. Not now, because I do charge for shipping now. But when I was offering free shipping, I only offered it on first class items, and then I would charge them, you know, like the $6.70 or whatever it was for priority flat rate. Yeah, do you guys know how much the postal service is going up? Hey, Mama, how are you doing this morning? I've been watching your videos. So, are you guys subscribed to Hip Flippin' Mama? She did a video yesterday about, I'm sure you guys have heard about Katie and her accident. And there's a GoFundMe account set up that her sister set up. So, if you guys are interested in helping her, guys should watch Hip Flippin' Mama's video. Yeah. Yeah, Swift Seller. Yeah. and the return thing, it's just a part of business, really. Like, you just have to get that in your head that you are going to get returns. It's just like any brick and mortar store or anything. Like, you're just going to get returns as part of it. But that is one good thing that I do love about Poshmark, is it's hard to get returns on Poshmark. I only have ever received one, and we've sold many, many items on Poshmark. And I've only ever received one return on Poshmark, and it was my fault because I sent the person the wrong size. It was marked like a 2X, and it was actually a 1X. And so they put in the case, and I didn't try to dispute it at all because, hey, if I sent the wrong size, I sent the wrong size, and that's on us. Okay, new to you, Flipper. Okay, I'll go in there and I'll check it out because I did know it was going up, but I wasn't sure how much. So I'm going to have to change my shipping prices accordingly. Yeah, Gina, I agree. 13 in 2 weeks is crazy. I mean, that really hurts when you're having that many returns. I mean, not only having to refund the money, but then paying for all those returns to come back to you. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that hurts. Yeah, so that's what our plans are for 2019, just to focus on Amazon. That's really, I forgot to say that earlier because I didn't make a little note of it, but that is actually my number one focus for 2019 is more Amazon, and then hopefully if the eBay gets fixed, I think I just froze. Can you guys still see me? Oh yeah, that is great. I didn't know that Katie, I was watching your video earlier, but I didn't know that she was going home. But that is great. Can you guys still see me? Oh, I don't know what happened. I see I'm frozen on the screen though. Shoot. I don't know. It's frozen. I don't know how to get it back. Shucks. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Is it coming back? Okay, I think I'm back. New to you, Flipper. I do both actually. Like, we thrift, and I was going to the bins, and I was going to Goodwill stores, but then I found a resource to get my thrifted items sent to my home. So I've been just doing that lately. But I'm getting ready to start back thrifting because that hasn't actually been panning out too good. I'm going to talk about that on another video. That was one thing I was going to talk about, was thinking that I possibly have been scammed. But I don't want to jump the gun and, put a person's name in the dirt. I want to make sure that's what's going on. So I don't want to talk about that right now until I know for sure, But if that is what's going on, I am going to do a video about it because I don't want that to happen to other people. But anyway, we do thrift, and we had that on one account on Poshmark, on my husband's account. And then we have a boutique on Poshmark, and we also sell items wholesale on Poshmark. So we have like 3 branches of our business actually. But what have your guys' sales been like? Because I noticed on Poshmark this past week, our sales tanked for a little while, but the past 3 days, like, they picked up tremendously the past 3 days. And I know it's because people are, Christmas shopping and stuff, but yeah. I was just wondering about everybody else. Now, eBay, surprisingly, even though we are above standard and the sales aren't that much, I thought for fourth quarter you know, that it still might pick up, even though, you know, what happened, I still thought we would see an increase in sales, but we just actually have not. It's been about the same, actually, on eBay. Yeah, new to you, Flipper. I saw that video yesterday where she was saying she got scammed by, oh, I forget. It was US something. It was a company. Yeah, I saw that. But, you know, the way I got scammed is actually, it's an individual. If that's what's going on. Like, I don't know. I've got to see. But I'm sure if I told you guys the story right now, you would probably say, yeah, you've probably been scammed. But like I said, I don't want to put anybody's name in the dirt yet. Oh, that's great. That's great, the truth. That's really good. And you know, before that happened to us on eBay, that was us. Like, we were doing wonderful on eBay until that happened. So I'm hoping we'll get back to that point. But that's good to hear. A lot of people say eBay is dead now, but I don't think that's true. You know, I don't. Of course, eBay isn't Amazon, but I don't think eBay will go anywhere. I do think that a lot of people are now looking at eBay as a way to just get like specific items or hard to find items, collectibles, that type of stuff. Yeah, Lindy's awesome. She got scammed for like, it was like over $1,000. Is what she was talking about yesterday. So you guys, if you didn't see that video, you may want to watch that one just to be sure you guys don't deal with that company. Let's see. I do eBay and Amazon. Oh, Amazon's been so-so for you? Really? See, like, most people that I have talked to, they say Amazon is where it's at, you know. Do you sell clothing, the truth, or do you do hard goods, or both, or what types of things do you sell? See, now, for me, like Amazon, it seems like it would be easy to do Amazon as far as having, like, doing, like, let's say retail arbitrage. Like, is that what you guys are doing for Amazon? Because it seems like that's the easiest way to do Amazon, because you can pull up the seller app and scan it, you know, and it's going to give you, it tells you like what your profits and all that will be on there. And also, okay, yeah. Okay, so, but yeah, it shows like what your profits are. And then when you go to list the item, you could just scan it and send it right up, and it's really easy. So, you know, it seems like retail arbitrage is the best way to do Amazon. Oh, okay. But, you know, the only thing like Swift Seller is it seems like, man, which I know you got to put the work in, right? But it seems like it would be so much work to go out there and scan all those items. Like when you, like, let's say go and you go to somewhere and you scan the items, like, do you always find things, and do you find a lot of stuff when you go and do it? Because sometimes in a store and I'll be like, let me just scan this item and see what comes up. And I'll scan it, but it'll come up showing it's not worth sending it in, you know. So I don't know. Like, I just got to figure all that out. Like, I know most people go to the clearance sections and they scan there. So I'm just going to have to take some time out to go and do it. Can be. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I always hear people say, is that they do the clearance. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to have to take a day, maybe one day when my husband is home, and we're just going to have to go hit up some stores and hit the clearance aisles and just see, you know, what happens. I know a lot of people use, well, of course, they do like Walmart clearance, and then I've seen some people say they go to like CVS and Walgreens and those places. They seem to be like good places to do. Are you guys subscribed to Reseller Mom? Because she does a lot of Amazon FBA too, and she's really good. She even shows like some of the items that she has purchased and that she sends into FBA. Really, the truth? Wow, that's awesome. That is just, that seems like so opposite of what, you know, I always see people say. Now, do you sell, like, do you list an equal amount of products on Amazon as you do eBay? Yeah, Gina, she's really good. You know, I found her on Wade's channel and I started watching her, and I've actually learned a lot from her, and she is really good. Like, if you have questions about Amazon, you can comment or write to her and she will help you. Like, she's really good. But everything you list on Swift Seller, everything you list on Amazon, it can't be open then. It has to be sealed and closed, never open. Is that right? Can't put any used thing on there, right? Oh crap, the truth. Oh my gosh. So did they finally did fix it though? How in the world? I mean, like, how does that happen, you know? Oh, okay, Swift Seller. Yeah, I wouldn't see, that's another thing I wasn't sure about Amazon, if it could be used or not. Because everything that I've ever sold on Amazon has been brand new. But now, like clothing, I think, doesn't clothing have to be brand new on Amazon? I don't think you could sell thrifted clothing on Amazon. Do you guys know? So the truth has said a while ago that he was overcharged due to eBay glitch. He was overcharged $565 on eBay, and he had to argue it out for over an hour to fix it. That is so crazy. And you know what? Like, I know this is horrible, but that can happen to me, and I probably wouldn't even catch it because I am just not on top of that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. Okay, the truth. Well, yeah, that's something new. I mean, I've never heard anybody say that. Everybody's always saying that, you know, their sales are so much better on Amazon. But that is good to know. You know, if I could just like get all the sales on eBay, that's what I would do. Yeah. I need to really start paying more attention to that because I do think about that they could be charging me for stuff and I would never ever catch it because I just don't take time to go in and look at that. You know, I get hit with the fees and I just pay my invoices and I don't even like really look at what they're charging me for. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I agree the truth. That probably is what it is, the item selection. Yeah. Do you guys do promoted listings? Because what I do is I do promoted listings, like I do markdown manager, so I put everything on sale for like 10% off. And then I do promoted listings, and I have did like 10% in the past. But then I was watching Casey, the Rockstar Flipper, and he was saying that he just does like 1% for promoted listings. And he said the reason that he does it is because it causes your item to show up twice in search. So he just does the 1% just to get it to show up 2 times. So that's that. I just changed mine. Like, I went from doing 10% promoted to 1% just to have that show up twice in search. Because, you know, doing 10% on Markdown Manager, and then if you do 10% on promoted, that's 20. You know, just for basically, you know, advertisement. So I've changed that. How much do you do your promoted as, Gina? What percentage? And do you put every item on sale? Because I do that. I put every item. And you know, David with Thrifty Dad, he was saying that at one time he was doing like the sales, and he would run it for like 24 hours so that when it would show up, if somebody did a search and it said ending soonest, his items will come up because of the sale. And I tried doing that, but I couldn't stay on top of keeping the sales running. So I've just changed it now to have my sales running like for the max time. And I think I saw a video he did the other day where he said that he's changed it to run longer too. Yeah. Yeah, so you saw David say that too, did Gina? Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, really? The truth? Okay. Honestly, I can't tell the difference doing it or not doing it. Really. Now, I do think my markdown manager makes a difference because it seems like when I have my sales running, it seems like the sales are more. But with promoted, I just don't know. I don't know if that is really helping or not. But I figure with 1%, you're not losing much. So I just do it. Oh, wow, Gina. You change it 3 times a week. See, I can never keep up with that. Like I wouldn't do it. So I just have to like go in and put it on sale and just leave it. Cause I'm just not good at that. Oh, I think didn't you mean Gina? Like you put 90% of the items. I don't think she marks it 90% down. Because I had asked her like how many does she do all of her items on Markdown Manager. I think that's what you were saying, Gina, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Are you guys doing Poshmark? Yeah. I know, Gina. Yeah, but do you guys do Poshmark too? Do you spend like a lot of time sharing and following Gina? Because I love Poshmark because that's where I get most of my sales from. But the listing process is easy, and then the shipping process is easy because they send you the shipping label, and it's so fast and easy to package up your items and ship them out. So I love Poshmark for those reasons, but it's just the sharing and following is what's so much work. Yeah, that's probably the case with a lot of people, Gina, because of the holidays and everything going on. But right now, until our, I know 90% would be crazy. But I have seen where some people say that they do their markdown manager and they mark them for like I forget the percentage that it said, but it was really high. And they said that they do it just like where they'll break even, and they do it just for like to get their items up in search and get the visibility and stuff. I don't know though. I'm just not willing to do that. But yeah, so I said I was going to come on here. I put the title of this video is Watch Me Work because I was planning to come on here and work while I talk with you guys. I really wasn't expecting anybody to jump on actually. I thought that I would just jump on and make the video working and then post it, and people watch it later. But okay. So like, how did you change it? What did you do different, the truth, than what you were doing before? Yeah, Gina, that's great. I haven't even tried that. I should do that and see. That lets you know it's all worth it. And they say that that's why it's so important to do the pure white backgrounds is because if you don't have a pure white background, they say it won't show up on Google. Yeah, that makes sense, the truth. And that's something else I want to do too is focus on that. I was just talking to my husband about that the other day. And even not just on eBay, but on Poshmark too. I really want to focus, like in our boutique, I want to focus more on like getting items that are going to sell for a higher value. I know that is so true. Land shark picker, that is true. Like it, who is really good at doing it though is Flippin' Hustler. He can get on there on the here and he can go live and he will work his butt off. He just works and works and he talks and he'll come back and read some of the comments and talk and then he'll get back to working. But I'm just, I can multitask with some things, but stuff like this, I'm just not good at multitasking. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. The truth is okay. So he's saying he bundles stuff until it reaches $40. So that way, even if he's putting more than one item together, he's getting a $40 sale. That makes sense. Like that's a great idea. Yeah, yeah. That's what I want to do is raise my average sale price. And I'm just going to do that. I'm going to focus this coming up year on just sourcing items that are going to bring in. Um, I want my average sale price to be $50 is what I want it to be. Right now, it's probably, I haven't figured it up in a long time, but it's probably around $20 to $25 is our average sale price. But, yeah, that makes sense. The truth, I can see how that would have worked. And, it's like work less and make more money. Yeah. Yeah. That's another approach that would be good, land shark picker. The more items that you have listed, the more money you're gonna make. And then if you could get a whole bunch listed with a higher ASP, that's really gonna do it. Yeah, so sounds like you guys have you guys made like are you guys trying to like redo things for 2019 and come up with a better way? Cuz it's working for us what we're doing right now, but I'm always trying to like figure out ways to make things better. But I think if we take that direction of going more focused on Amazon and then raising up the ASP, I think that will get us where we want to be. Yeah. Yeah, they say that's one of the keys too is to constantly have items listed. And we use, I don't focus on that now like I used to, but that is what I used to do. I don't know. Do any of you guys use InkFrog to list on? Because that's what I use. And one of the reasons I like it is because you can schedule your listings. And I actually used to run a lot of auctions, and I don't do that anymore either. And I'm thinking maybe I should do that for eBay also, because we used to get a lot of sales through our auctions. And I know a lot of people I've saw, they say that they don't like to do the auctions. But maybe I need to incorporate that again. But anyway, we use InkFrog and we schedule the listings. And I used to actually have it where I would have an auction that would end on the hour every hour. So like they would start at like 8 or 9 in the morning, and then they would end at 10 at night is when I would have my last one. Because I know people shop throughout the night. Some people do, but I just figure after 10, a whole lot of people probably aren't going to be on their shopping. So I would have an auction go, maybe like 8 o'clock in the morning to 10 at night, and it would end every hour. So I felt the reason I did it is because I felt like my items would constantly get visibility. And actually I need to reconsider doing that again because that did work for us. So that may be one thing I need to add in. But it used to not be a problem. And the reason that I stopped doing it is because now that we list on multiple platforms, like we have our items on eBay and we have them on Poshmark, then we have them on Amazon and Mercari now. So that's 4, and plus on our website, on our Shopify. So that's 5. That's 5 places that our items are listed at. So you know, when you make a sale on one, you have to go in and make sure that it's off of the other one. Now, one good thing about Shopify is if we put it on Shopify and we, it can connect to our Amazon and our eBay. So if one sells, it usually pulls it off. So that's a good thing about having Shopify. Yeah, Gina, I would try it because, you know, I stopped doing it just because having the items listed on so many platforms and then having the auctions running, like our inventory was just getting like really messed up. So I kind of stopped doing the auctions because of that, just to kind of keep stuff better organized. But I think I'm gonna try that this next year, doing the auctions. The truth, you're so funny. I know. I always see you on the videos, and you're trying to get people to like keep going with their videos. I think you do that though because you said it helps you to keep listening, right? But you're saying you're trying to get the YouTubers to keep doing videos so that they're not listed. That's hilarious. You know what? And I've been watching your videos too, where you're like picking on David. It is so funny. You're so funny. Yeah. Yeah, you and David have a great relationship, right? Yeah, Gina, yeah, you just got to make sure you have enough inventory to keep those auctions going, you know. But with us having like the boutique items, and at the time when I was doing that, that's really all we were selling because we didn't get into thrifted items until this past summer. But but yeah, you know, as long as you got enough inventory to keep those items going, you should just try it and see. Even if you don't do it like every hour, if you started off like every 3 hours, you know, in the beginning, or, you know, whatever you can do. It doesn't hurt to try it and see. Yeah, new to you, Flipper. I am the same way. Like when my husband asked what I want for Christmas, you know what it was? It was a Rolo printer. Like I never want any kind of like materialistic type stuff or like personal stuff for myself. Anything I want is like for my business to make it better. Yeah, I bet you do, Gina. Yeah, if you got the inventory, you should try it and just see. Yeah, the pictures are the most important thing. Now, when you guys take pictures, how are you guys doing it? Because I'll tell you how I do it. Which actually, right now, I'm not really doing it. My assistant does the pictures, but I'm trying to think. Like when I had figured out a way to get the pure white background, and I'm trying to think now. Like what was I doing? Oh, okay. Wait, I know what I was doing. I would take the picture. Now look, I went and bought an expensive camera, right? It was a Nikon D5300 or something like that for my business. And right after I bought that camera, I ended up getting the iPhone 7. So that's what I have. And you know, the iPhone 7 actually takes better pictures, which is crazy. But so if I'm gonna take really the truth, you got the same camera? Now that camera is really good for doing YouTube videos. Like the quality is much better, I've noticed, when I film a video on that Nikon D5300. But for listing items on the platforms, I just use my iPhone. And if you have an iPad, you can use an iPad too. But what I do is, you know, for my background, at first I started with a roll of the paper that like the teachers use for their bulletin boards. I bought a roll of that at not Home Depot, Office Depot. I bought a roll of that, and so I just hung it up, you know, on the wall. And it worked good, but I changed stuff around a lot, and so that paper was getting kind of crumpled up. So what I did was I went and I ordered a white shower curtain off of Amazon, And I just put that up on the wall, and I put my mannequin in front of it, and I started taking pictures with that, and I used my iPhone, and I put the filter on vivid. And that vivid filter makes a big difference on you guys' pictures. But I would do that, and then I'm trying to remember, like there was one other thing I think I did. I think it was an app that I used. I haven't taken pictures in a while because my assistant does it now. But you know, Wade showed where if you have an iPhone, when you take that picture, you can tap the screen and slide your finger up. Oh, that's what I did. Not that. I know what I did now. Okay, so I'd take the picture on the vivid mode with my iPhone, and then I would go in to edit picture, and I'm trying to pull up something now to see what exactly I did. I know I edited the picture on my iPhone though. Hold on, I'm trying to get to one so I can okay, so I pull up the picture under photos on my iPhone, and then I would just go into the light on it and brightness, and I would just like move it over to get it, you know. And I usually do that on like the main photo that I have, and the rest I kind of leave, you know, their natural, you know, how they look when I actually took the picture. Just because, you know, the first picture is to like hook the buyer in. And you want to have that one looking really good. But, you know, I don't want to misrepresent the item at all either. So on the other pictures, I may, you know, use the vivid filter just to make it, you know, crisp, but I might kind of leave it alone. The truth, you are so crazy. Yeah. You did one on the bubble wrap, so now you got to do the paper rolls. You know, hold on, I'm just looking back through the comments. You know, I just bought a ring light. On Black Friday, they had like a really good sale. I've been wanting to get a ring light. Now, I got the box lights. I got 2 of the limo, or limo or whatever it's called. I got 2 of those that I use. But my assistant needed those lights to take the photos where he lives. So I gave him those lights to use. But then I didn't have any kind of lighting system here for when, you know, if I did want to take pictures or like for my videos or anything like that. So on Black Friday, Amazon had a special on the ring lights, and it was like $60 something. And somebody on Instagram had posted it. And so I went on there and I jumped on it and I bought one. And I like it a lot. You know, some people say that it's not enough light for their photos, but to me it is. Like, I don't have a problem with using it. Well, you know, Gina, too, like you're saying about the cube lights versus and the ring light. Now, I have never used all 3 together, but I have saw where people say the best lighting system is to have like the 3-point lighting system. Do you have just 1 cube light or do you have 2? Because if you have 2, you could do 2 of the, you know, put the 2 cube lights on the side and have the ring light in the back, and that would give you a 3-point lighting system. One thing I do like about the ring light though is that it has the little thing, you know, what am I trying to say? It's like an adapter where you could put your phone excuse me. You could put your phone or camera, you know, or whatever in the middle of it. So I like that about the ring light. Do you use the paper right now, Gina? Is that your background? Oh, I didn't know that, the truth. So the ring light is better for the hard goods and jewelry. Okay. What do you use for your background, the truth? You know, that's one good thing too about Poshmark is that you don't have to worry about the pure white background on Poshmark. I just wonder though, does it like make a difference? Like, because eBay says you got to have the pure white background for it to show up on Google. So I wonder, like, I would think that would be the same, you know, for Poshmark if you don't have that pure white background. Hey, Rusty Raccoon, thanks for joining us today. We're talking about lighting and the backdrops, what we use in the cameras. What equipment do you use to take your photos, Rusty Raccoon? Do you use your phone? A soft bounce cushion material. I have no idea what that is. Okay, it's a sheet of something though. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I just use the same photos on eBay as I do, like, I just use those same photos on Poshmark. So it just makes it easier to just use the same thing across the board, in my opinion. But you know, I see a lot of sellers that are like really good sellers, like they sell a lot of items and they don't have the white backgrounds. They use like the faux boards and stuff, you know, the faux wood backgrounds. And their pictures are really cute, you know, but I just don't want to go through all that work. I'd rather just have it all white on all the platforms. Oh, really? How come, the truth? Why do you use, like, what, why? Why do you do that? Is it to make the item look better? Is that? Yeah, I agree, Rusty Raccoon. It's cute, but it's, you know, in the end, I can change all that stuff. That's like a lot of work. Oh, okay. I see the size. Okay. Yeah, I like Wade's background that he has. But it's an expensive background. I want to think he said it was like $500, but you know, the inside lights up and his like background is like really, really crisp and white on his pictures. So, oh, okay. I see. And I saw Daily Refinement has that background also. The one's like Wade. I don't know if anybody else has that background. Those are the only two people I've seen with it, but I'm not willing to invest that much in the background because I feel like, you know, using the paper or the shower curtain or whatever, if you use the filters, you can get it looking just, you know, just about like that. Yeah, I agree, Rusty Raccoon. That's very clever of her to do that. Yeah, because, you know, when you see that, you know who it is, you know. I love Beth too. I was watching her video last night. I don't know if any you guys were probably on there, but she was saying, you know, she's been talking about going full time, and her employer asked her to just work part time for him. So it seems like that's going to be a good thing for her to do. You know, it's scary to go full time. If you know, if you have a job that's paying your bills and then to, you know, let it go, I think that you should be able to see that you're going to make it before you go full time, because that's scary. Really? No, you're making a joke. Yeah. New to you, Flipper, are you still on here? If you're on here, like, what kind of background are you using? Do you use your phone, Rusty Raccoon? Because that's what I use. I use my phone to do my pictures. I was saying, you know, I got a nice camera that I bought, but I I don't use it because the pictures aren't as good. The only thing I use that camera for is to do YouTube videos. And you don't do clothes, do you, Rusty Raccoon? You only do hard goods, right? Oh, gosh. So, Raccoon, what happened? Did you, like, sell something and you forgot to take it down on the other platforms? Is that what happened? Oh, okay. So you do sell clothing. I don't know why I was thinking you didn't sell clothing. There's somebody that doesn't sell clothing and they only do hard goods. But I don't remember who that was now. I thought it was you, but I guess not. So what, yeah, but what happened with your, oh, well, maybe it is you. You said you hate clothes. Maybe it is you that I was thinking about. Yeah, you know what? I have a Mac computer and I've used that, the camera that's built into that, and it is not good quality at all. And then right now I have you on my iPad, and I don't know what that's looking like. But so I've done the iMac and I've done the iPad, and then I've done my Nikon D5300. And the Nikon, it looks the best on that. So today is the isn't today the cutoff for the holiday shipping? Do you guys know? Because I thought that's what I read on I don't know what eBay or Poshmark has been recommended, but I think I saw where Mercari said that the 20th would be the cutoff for the holiday, if you know, for people to get their items in time for Christmas. Do you guys know? Because it's 11 o'clock and I do have packages I've got to get shipped out. I don't know where the morning went. Man, the time flew talking to you guys. And I didn't get any work done. So now I got to play catch up. The truth, you're so crazy. Yeah, it's definitely work because it's saying I've been on here. See, has it really been 68 minutes? That's what it's saying. Has it really been that long? Wow. If it has been 68 minutes, I can't believe that. Okay, well, am gonna have to get off of here. So I'm sure there's gonna be another reseller jumping on soon that will that you'll be able to divert their attention and keep them from listing. Okay, what's your last question? You and your one last question. I've seen this on other people's videos. And now you're gonna take forever to ask it, right? To kill more time. Oh my god, you are just hilarious. Well, clothes. I'll tell you that. Clothes. Mostly. And a few hard goods. You guys are funny. But okay, but anyway, I am going to get off because, like I said, I do have several packages that I have to ship. And, you know, I don't want to not get them there to the people by Christmas time. So, anyway, guys, thanks for coming in today and joining me. It's been a lot of fun. And What's the best thing I sold? Well, I'll tell you this. It's not the most profitable thing, but it was something that surprised me. And I told this story on before on previous videos, but I'll just tell it really fast. So my daughter had got a bag of ring pops, the little suckers, that are on the ring, and it came from Dollar Tree. And she hadn't used them. I don't know. She's not big into candy, believe it or not. But anyway, so I saw that bag laying around, and I was like, let me just scan this item, right? And I did it with my Amazon seller app, and I threw it up on Amazon, right, for $10. Paid $1 at the Dollar Tree. But now this wasn't like the regular ring pops either. It was like a tattoo painting. I mean, they look regular, but on the bag it said something about tattoo painting ring pops. And so I threw them up on Amazon real fast, and like the next day they sold for $10, and I couldn't believe it that somebody paid $10 for those ring pops. And I was just doing something, just like, just messing around with Amazon, but yeah, that was like to me, I couldn't believe that. So I would say that's the best thing I've sold. Wasn't the most profitable though, but I mean, you take $1 and turn it into 10, it's pretty good. But I don't really have like a certain thing. We've sold dresses, for like around $100, but so if I would say the most profitable, it'd be a dress. But I will tell you one more thing, and I tell you, you guys are like, what you're doing is working, because I'm staying on here. But we had a pair of pants that we were selling one time. And this was at a time when our eBay was like really booming, and we were doing like 6 figures on eBay. But it was a pair of legging pants, believe it or not. And it's like the faux leather like leggings. These had like just came out, and they were like really, really popular with like celebrities and just, people like that were wearing them. And we got started selling those, and I don't even know how much money we made selling them things. Like, that was our best item ever that we ever sold. And it was just like pull on, the black pull on leggings that look kind of like leather, but they weren't leather. Man, this was back before eBay before eBay changed their search, the way it worked. And so like, if somebody searched for leggings, we were like at the top. Like, we were always at the top because we sold so many of those leggings. And that's really how we were able to dominate eBay back then, because at least in that category, because we sold so many of them. And back then, let's see, that was probably about 5 or 6 years ago. We were doing 6 figures on eBay. But then, I'm a nurse by trade, and so I was offered a really good job with the Army, and I ended up taking it because I had kind of, we had got to a point where we were doing a lot on eBay, but then eBay changed things. I don't know if you guys remember, but they came out with their rating system of the 5 stars. And it was different than it is now. It was when they first changed it. And the buyers, they couldn't leave us feedback. I mean, we couldn't leave them negative feedback anymore. That's when they changed all that. But they would go in and they would rate the seller on like their shipping time, the item being as described, all this stuff. And it was a new system. And buyers were just really going in and putting anything. And if you got a 1, 2 star, it really hurt you. And when they changed all that stuff, and then they changed the way the search worked, like we weren't showing up at the top anymore, because eBay has said back then when they changed it that they wanted to like make it an even playing ground for everybody, not just the big sellers. They wanted to make it an even playing ground for like even the small sellers. So all that stuff changed, and that really affected our business. So we went from 6 figures down to probably like, I can't remember exactly. We probably went down to like selling like maybe 40,000, 50,000 a year on eBay. And it just took a toll on everything. I kind of got burnt out, and I got a good job offer from the Army. And so I went and did that. I worked as a nurse for a few years for the Army. But yeah, and then I got back into eBay just because, I love selling. Like, it's my passion. I really love it, and I missed it. So I let that go, and I got started back. But yeah, those legging pants were the best item we have ever sold. Those pants still sell too. Like, if you sell clothing and you can get the right photos and stuff, those pants still sell really good. It's not like it was though. But I still do see a lot of sellers selling them. Let me look back through the comments real fast too. Yeah, the best thing you sold is the next thing you sell. That's right, the truth. Minus fee. Okay, Swift Seller, you said minus fees and shipping. Are you talking about what we made then? If so, yeah. It was after that. Yeah, I remember that, the truth about the promoted listings. You know what, too? When they first started promoted listings, I think that my items, yeah, I think it affected my items. I don't think promoted was working when they first started. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't with the fees. The shipping, they pay shipping on it. But that was so you have to take the fees out of that, yeah. So yeah, that's true. It wasn't exactly a $1 to $10 sale. I mean, it sold for 10, but when you have to deduct the Amazon fees out of it. Do you guys charge shipping on Amazon, by the way? Because I do. Like, whenever I list something on Amazon, I have a shipping. I think Swift Seller did you say that you do free shipping on Amazon? I could be wrong. I think you might have said that. Oh, okay. FBA is all free shipping. Whew, okay, I didn't know that. See, I've got a lot to learn with the FBA stuff. So I'm gonna spend the beginning of the year really looking into it. What do you guys recommend? Like, I know there's this Seller University. Gina was saying she's doing that right now to learn about it. Do you guys have anything else that you recommend as far as learning FBA? I mean, I know there's a lot of videos and stuff out there, and oh, you only do FBA? Okay. Yeah, I think FBA is really the way to go with it. I just don't, and I don't know about the clothing. I don't know if it would be worth sending my clothing in for FBA or not. I'm not sure. Their video school? Okay, I'll look into that. New to you flipper, somebody might get help more than me with Amazon, because I'm not, I do sell on Amazon, but now I started out with just a regular Amazon account. You don't have to have the business account to sell on there. You can just open an account and sell. But now I have the business account now where I have to pay the $39.99 a month. But I don't know if any of you guys know more about that. Y'all might can help her out. I think if you're going to sell a lot, though, you should have the business account, I think. Because of, your fees and stuff will be different, I think, is how it works. The reason why I ended up getting the business account is because, we do Shopify. And you can link your items from Shopify. You can send them up to Amazon from Shopify. And in order to do that, you have to have the business account. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The truth, yeah, you're going to be gated in a lot of things when you start selling on Amazon. So, Yeah, because a lot of times when I go in the stores and I scan items, it says, it's restricted. I know a lot of people I think might be restricted in the clothing, but that's what we've mostly sold on Amazon from the beginning. So we were gated in clothing for a while, and then they lifted it once we did the Shopify thing. I don't know if that had an effect on us getting ungated in on Amazon, but once we did Shopify and we did the business account through Shopify and sent items that way, we were able to list all of our clothing. Yeah, I think that's the problem that most people run into with Amazon is that they're gated. Yeah, you know what? New to you, Flipper. Yeah, I was wanting to do the books too because I've watched Reezy Resales and he does a lot of the books and all, and so does um why am I can't think of Steve, Rake and Profit. He does a lot of books. Him and his mom go out and they source a lot of books and all. So I went to Goodwill and I was scanning books and scanning books and scanning books, but I just couldn't find anything that was going to be worth, doing. So I thought that would be a good way to start. What do you guys think? Do you think doing the books is a good way to start Amazon? I think that's what Reezy said, maybe that the books is the best way to start it. Yeah, new to you, Flipper. That's exactly what I want to do, though. I want to do the books, start out with the books, just to kind of get the feel and then move into retail arbitrage. My husband was doing retail arbitrage years ago on Amazon, but not through FBA. Like, he just sold the stuff himself. He was doing. Oh, okay. So the truth, do you feel like the books aren't going to be where it's at then? Is that what you mean? But my husband was doing, he was doing retail arbitrage. He was going to, it's so funny because we were doing a lot of this stuff like years ago, and now a lot of people are doing it. But he would go to Ross's and he would buy a lot of the home stuff. I've always mostly been into clothing, but he wanted to do something different. Yeah, that's true. The truth. That's the only. Yeah, I know what you're saying about that. About the scanning is an hour selling, and that's my whole problem with Amazon is finding the time to go out and scan the items and find them. But oh really? The Swift seller, you don't have Ross around you? What about like TJ Maxx or Bales? Bales is very similar to Ross's. But he was going to Ross and he was buying like home decor items that were on clearance. And there was a time when like for kitchen items, the chef theme was very popular. I don't know if you guys are know what I'm talking about, but he would buy up a lot of that stuff and he sold it. He would do retail arbitrage. He would buy it on clearance and he would resell it. And he did really good with that stuff. The only problem was the stuff was, a lot of the stuff was breakable, which that's one thing I don't like about that kind of stuff. But he was doing that and he did pretty good. But he was thinking about kind of getting back into that. Okay, I see Swift Seller. You say you got TJ Maxx. Do you source there? Because a lot of people source from TJ Maxx. So, if you're not, you might want to check that out. But what about Bales? Do you have a Bales close to you? Because that's what, Bell's is very similar to Ross's. And if you have a Bell's, you might could source there also. Yeah, so Gina, yeah, you got the same idea then, to start with books and lawn garden. Yeah, and then get into grocery. Grocery is something too that I think, from what I see a lot of people say, is a good way to get, to do Amazon FBA. They say grocery does really good. But I think a lot of items are gated in grocery, so that's. Oh, okay. Do you, new to you, Flipper? Are you guys military or no? Because when we were in the military, when my husband was in the military, we used to have some thrift stores on post too. That's why I was asking. I was wondering if you are military and you go on post, if you source at the thrift stores on post. Oh, yeah, the truth, I've heard that too, that the toys is where. Do you think even, when we get out of this season, that toys is still the way to do it? Because, of course, I know, like, for right now, toys would have been a great thing to do. But I was just wondering, like, after Christmas, is it still okay? Yeah, I guess so, especially with Toys R Us closing down, too, right? Like, where are you going to go to get your toys now? I mean, yeah, Walmart or whatever, or Target, but. Oh, okay. YouTube, new to you, Flipper. So, do y'all have a thrift store on post? I have went to the PX on post and I found some clearance items. I don't know if you guys know what we're talking about, but the PX is like the post exchange store, and they have like name brand items there. And I've went there and I've did some retail arbitrage on some clearance items. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? The truth. Thanks for that info. I'm gonna have to look into that too, because maybe that's what I need to do is do some scanning on some toys and see what happens. That's kind of like what I really needed is kind of a little bit of direction for FBA. Yeah, new to you. That's yeah, I did that and I was able to get like I know I got a Calvin, got some the North Face, and I sold all that stuff. I think I may have one pair of the Nike pants still, but yeah, I sold all that I got out of the PX. I just went to the clearance rack and got it. But yeah, I guess I probably need to get off of here because it's 11:25 here where I'm at, and my mail lady comes sometimes right after lunch, so I need to get these packages out. So you're planning on here talking to you guys. I wasn't expecting to stay on this long. One last question. No. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. One more question. You guys are so crazy. I appreciate you guys coming on though. I've had a lot of fun, but I'm gonna get off now because these people are gonna be like wondering where their packages are at, and I haven't gotten anything done. Same to you, Gina. I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope everybody has a great Christmas, and I'm really excited. I hate to say I'm excited for Christmas to get over with because I'm not. I love Christmas, but I'm kind of excited for the new year to come in so that I can implement some of this stuff and see, what happens next year. Same to you, new too. Yeah, we're gonna kill it in 2019. I just know it. Like I can't wait. All right, the truth, Swift Seller, everybody. Y'all take care. I'm gonna get out.